What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and we are doing a rebuild on Madden 18. Of course, we're doing a challenge this time. It's been a while since we've done one. Duffman gives me an idea that I'm probably going to regret rather quickly. Do a rebuild where you do a fantasy draft and pick the worst overall player at every position, and then rebuild that team. He didn't say worst overall, but he said worst player. So technically, I don't know. I'm just gonna say worse overall. That's much less work. This is gonna be tough. I was really debating, should I allow myself one legit draft pick? The answer to that is I'm not going to. What a good selection though. What would I have here? I would have Zach Martin and actually this is a terrible round. So I'm not exactly sure how I'm supposed. Oh yeah, overall grades. Can I? No. I got it. I actually took Greg Olsen. It's all right. We'll just release him. I clicked X because that's how you normally filter through stuff. So overall grade. Now the question is, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to the bottom of the list for every position. That's probably the only way we're going to be able to pull this thing off. So actually, no, I'm going to do it where I'm going to go with, I get to choose, if there's a tie, who I want. Zach Dysart, he's older, but I know he's actually halfway decent. I know him from real life. That's the only guy I really know by name there, so I'm going to take him. Going to go position by position until I feel like we've reached an adequate roster of at least 45 players. Did say rebuild from there. He didn't say I have to keep these players. Let's go with Talaferro, but Lawrence Thomas is clearly the worst one. Ooh, Kenny Galladay is a 72 overall. I also have a Darius Stewart. We're going to go with Kenny Galladay because I know he's not the worst overall, but that's the only guy I could see at that position. So, you know, don't touch me. You go Gathers, though, or Gathers, one of the two. Obviously, the worst there. I'll take Curse. He is much better. So Lorenzo it is. Someone that's not complete garbage. Let's go Tony here. Jay and Brown. Nicholas Morrow. Very fast, so I'm not too mad at that. I don't know if he's a rookie. I didn't look. He's still young. I know that guy. Darian Miller. You guys really don't want to see this stuff, probably, so I'm just going to keep going on until we have the actual roster. Look at who we have as our number 2 quarterback, Rawson Thurber. Take a look at that RBT video if you haven't already seen it. You'll see why it's kind of an interesting one. Elijah Hood, I believe it was a RBT video. Elijah Hood, not a bad player there. Simulate to the end of the draft and see how bad our team is. See if any free agents are there, though. Probably nothing good, but better than what we have, I would assume. But that's the thing. I don't want to sign anyone unless they're franchise pieces or potential franchise pieces, because why would I want to do good? The only thing that could save this rebuild is free agency and drafting. And even free agency, that's going to be expensive, and it won't start till year 2. So I want to have somebody developing. I want a wide receiver or a cornerback developing while we're, playing the long ball. Alrighty, so the team looking good. And sorry, Greg Olsen, but you're going to be released. I was going to trade him for something, but that would be cheating. And there goes a bunch of money already, So we know some of these guys are not on the team. The likes of Mark Herzlich. Okay, so let's change the roster. So, Kauser, see you later, pal. I'm going to allow some of these guys, though. I'm going to allow Vander Woos, whatever Vander does, because, whatever Vander does, that's funny. See, everyone's a pretty damn low overall. I'm not going to worry about anything else. Let's see the free agency if there's anyone amazing in there. Probably not. We do have a couple of guys. James Starks, Eric Wood. Once again, unless they're young, I don't care. Like, what's the point, once again? Why would I, Freddie Stevenson, he's kind of young. Well, it doesn't matter, though. Like, those guys aren't important positions. So we actually have some interest for some of our players, which will help us in the long run. Hopefully. 5th round pick it is. And there we go. We have another draft pick on the board. So we traded Smart Shembo in a 2nd round for one of the picks from the Browns. I have no idea what the hell it is, but we will take it. A 3rd round, a 4th round, and a 5th round. We should be able to land the next year pick for a bad team. Yes, a 3rd, a 4th, and Davenport for the Packers this year. So Elijah Hood definitely seems like he is the best fit because he's 21. See if he can do something with the offense. So here we go. This is the starting roster. The only guys that are good are Galladay. I'll allow Hood to be considered okay. Rush is not great at all. Then defensively, we do have a couple of good defensive linemen, though. Vander Woos, Sales, and Watkins are not bad. I do want Sanchez as our number 2, though, because, I mean, everyone's bad. But might as well have the young players in there. I want Riley as a number 1 middle linebacker, but we got a rookie there anyways. And then specialists are probably our best positions. But yeah, this is not going to be good. Thanks so much, Mr. Duffman. And if they ask me to talk to the press, I will say stop pressing me about it. I'm sorry. It's got to be an 0-16 season, clearly. Clearly an 0-16 season. There's no team even close to as bad as us. Absolutely not a single chance we do better than 0-16. And if we do, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to be mad, and I will start throwing stuff. Great start. 3 draft picks this year and nothing to show for it. If there's an automatic superstar yet, and that's a big, drafting point. Oh, there we go. Early second round. I guess this is the year because when you can land a quarterback in the early second or, just anything outside of the first round, it's worth grabbing them. So first things first, obviously offense, quarterback, huge factor. As long as we go undefeated in the win category. What? Loss category. Win. I don't know. Yeah, late first there, mid first there. I mean, every single one of these guys is really good, so I don't know. Not a bad class for running back. Offense is looking pretty good so far. We've only taken a look at 2 positions. Still completely defeated. 0-13, not a great record. Draft stories, finally. We got a middle linebacker taking a Heisman, so that's a superstar dev. After a 2-sack performance to end his college career, Ephraim Casey is becoming one of the hottest draft names. So Drake and Kaysen. Drake is a guaranteed superstar, so that will intrigue me a little bit, depending on where he is ranked. If he's an early first, I don't know if it's going to happen. Ooh, he's a mid first. He's 24, but man, he does look pretty good. We're going to have to take a look at that combine, but at the moment, he looks pretty solid. So 0-15, are we going to turn into 0-16? I would assume so. Is that going to be the case? And 3 players have regressed. What did it say? Did it say 85 fumbles? 85 fumbles for Gore, what? Is that like a thing that I've heard in the past that I just forgot about? I have no idea what the hell that's supposed to mean. Like, I legit thought it was 85 fumbles. Like, Alex Smith is the MVP for the Cowboys. Show you guys our record that we didn't cheat. What was the worst loss we took? So we did score a bit. We scored a little bit. 0-45 against the Patriots. That's a pretty bad score. How many fumbles did he have? 3 fumbles for Hood. Oh, my Lord. How many fumbles did he have on the season? Probably like 20 or more. This had to be a really bad team. Let's take a look. 2,200 yards rushing. Or passing, anyways. 2,200 rushing would be great. I mean, he didn't fumble that much on the season. Just didn't do well in the last game. Receiving, Chesson had a good year. Galladay didn't have a single touchdown. Chesson, though, did do really well. Offensive line, oh my Lord, up like 70 sacks allowed or something like that. Sack total for defense. 9 for Watkins, 7.5 for Vander does. Not bad there. Damian Swan, some picks. I mean, not the worst season for everyone. I definitely expected the defense to do a little bit worse than that. Are we going to be 32 on both, though, is the question. Number 1, or not number 1. Offense, number 32. Yeah, well, we're not number 1 defense. So the total yards gained on offense, we were down by almost 2,000 yards on the next team. The Lions and Packers, ironically, not too far off of what we did. Points had to be number 1, though. Yeah, number 1. Sacks, not that bad. We were low, but not that bad. Fumbles, we were actually probably really high on fumbles. Yeah, we were mid-tier for fumbles. What about picks? Pretty close to the bottom. Not bad, though. I mean, we had some numbers. I'm not going to show you the awards because I could honestly care less. Let's take a look at our XP. I didn't upgrade a single guy throughout the season. Hood got benched at the last game. Oh, my Lord. The whole team. Although Galladay does have a little bit of XP, so I don't mind that. Morrow. Okay, so I'm actually going to look. I wasn't going to, but I believe Morrow with 51K did win Defensive Rookie of the Year, which is, I mean, it's something. It's definitely something. He did. Nice. Nice job. Actually, I'm going to wait because he might need a contract. I didn't look at the contracts for anyone. I'm not going to upgrade him until he actually needs it. I'm smart. 66 overall. I can sign him to a 7-year deal if he needs a contract. Scout college players. Here we go. Very important. Buccaneers versus Dolphins. That's an interesting one. That is not what I wanted to look at in the slightest. Not even close to what I wanted to look at. Draft stories. So we need everything we can here. Scouts fell in love with Hellenstray. He's not a guarantee, though, so that's the most important part. Filling in for the injured player, Hawkins surprised everyone at the game. So I'm going to take a look at his team as well, because if he, there might be another player that's really good as well. Because if he does well, surprisingly, that means the other guy was probably good. Hellenstray, what position is he? I mean, I know what position. Pocket passer, yeah, I wouldn't do it anyways. Hawkins, someone was an offensive lineman. It was either Golden or Hawkins, or maybe both. Golden, third rounder, clear as day. We're going to have to take him. Don't care what they want to say. We also had a guy named Hawkins who replaced someone in there, I believe, and he surprised people. To go on, though, I believe the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl. Or maybe we don't know yet, actually. I think they asked him, what would it like to be to win the Super Bowl? Buccaneers now return to Tampa as Super Bowl champions after beating the Dolphins 21-16. And ironically, it is, of course, Tom Brady as the quarterback. So this team is rough. I do like Vander does a little bit, so we're going to get him to a 3-year deal. He's not bad as a backup either. So we don't expect anyone to be amazing in this class of free agents, but there could be like one or two, older guys that could maybe help us for whatever reason. I don't know why. Greg Olsen could be in here. Ooh, I thought he was. Derek Wolfe, not a bad player. Don't know if he's worth the fight. Mitch Morse, I think, might be worth the fight, though. It might be able to build a little bit of a team. I still want to be the worst team in the league, but I also want to get going. I do want to get us going a little bit. Oh, Switzer. Damn it, I knew they were going to get him to Superstar, because that's what we're about to do, too, and they're all over it, and I don't know how much that's going to actually cost, but Switzer being Superstar would become like one of our best wide receivers already. So we offered on a lot of players. I would say probably for me, this will be the most signings in rebuild history from free agency. Or maybe not. Everyone's rejecting. So apparently, players do reject according to like what they're going to be joining. All we got was Lewis. I thought it was going to be the biggest one. Apparently not. And it would appear that every single player that we wanted is going to be signing elsewhere. Pull off all of these offers. I offered a lot, and apparently they're just not coming to our team. How much did Switzer sign for? Where is he? Damn, Switzer was a huge one, man. Well, hopefully we have 1, 2, and 3 for our picks, because if not, we're in some trouble. Quarterback. Where's the guy we wanted? Early second, perfection at quarterback. Definitely going to be scouting, or not scouting him, but drafting him. Assuming I don't mess it up. 6.8 for Hellenstray. He's really good. It doesn't say he's a mobile guy, even though he definitely is. He had a great combine, and he does have Superstar Dev. So he is a top-tier guy, top-notch player. It's just, can't take a guy that high, especially when we have other options later on. What about this guy? We're looking for running backs, and I'm not liking the pie. Man, these guys look so good. And then once we get to these combines, man, these numbers are too bad. Like, that's just too slow. Like, we can't get that done. Like, that's just not going to be good enough. Even Brian Hill rejected. Oh, my lord. We had the worst offseason so far that anyone could ask for. Garbage upon garbage. I don't like any of the players in here except for the quarterback in the corner. And I don't know if I'm going to take that corner. He's an early guy. We have number 1, 3. Please be good. 10. 1, 3, 10, 15. I forgot we had another fourth or another first. I'll take it. I mean, we're moving only one spot to get that done. We have lots of picks left. The cornerback has got to be coming soon here. This guy looks like a super steal. Don't get me wrong. He's definitely quick dev, but Hellenstray is... I mean, he had an insanely sick combine. We're going to take this corner because I believe he's a guaranteed super... Actually, I don't think he is. But he's going to be great anyways. I don't care. Quick dev, 85 overall. Definitely worth the pick. Took a number 4. The greatest player in the draft. Number 1 rank. Cannot be mad with that pick at all. Existing. Either way, Grubbs is the man. Slow! We got shafted. Took him 20. He's supposed to go 47. We reached. That is a troll and a half. I did not expect him to be slow. I mean, he's better than anything we had, obviously, but, oh, man. The thing about that is even if he gets, like, rookie... Where does the corner go? Corner's there. If he even gets rookie of the year, it still doesn't matter. Bad bench, late first, 22 years old. Good speed. I'm going to take him, I guess. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Took him 25. Supposed to go 15. We drafted 2 amazing corners in this draft. We already almost have the cornerback position completely finished. Ooh, he really great. But he's this is interesting because you know he's superstar. You know he's quicker superstar, but he's very slow. So how do you develop a player like that, you know? I really like this Bull guy. I don't know if you can go wrong with him. He seems amazing. I'm going to take him. Slow dev, apparently I was wrong, but he was very smart. That is not 87. Well, yeah, it's a good player. Definitely a good player. Another slow dev. So that middle linebacker is rather important. He's going to be on the slower side, but he should be quick dev at minimum. Please, Tremaine Neal. Normal. We got busted on. Busted a nut. Not having the greatest draft, but we did trade down a lot. I don't know. Oh, no. The Raiders took Golden. He's definitely one of the better ones I've seen. 80 overall. True talent 12. I mean, it's considered a good pick, but I really don't know what I'm going to do with that. Looks okay. Please be good. Yeah, 75 overall with quick. Starting offensive lineman. Maybe he'll get something done for us. Whew. That was close. That was a close one because, I mean, the picks are starting to really get bad. I don't expect much, but we're desperate. 71 overall. I mean, these guys, I keep forgetting. I was like, oh, we made a bust of a pick, but I keep forgetting those guys are actually going to be starters on this team. It is what it is. Let's take a look at around the league. So the early portion of the draft was amazing. Number 4 overall, the best player in the draft. Number 20, good player, just slow dev. Cornerback, great with quick. Buell, slow, decent player. Terrible. I mean, he's an 80 overall fullback. What do you want? Good player, bad, 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 bad. Bad, bad, and then decent. So yeah, we did not land a great draft at all. I do want to see around the league, actually. Who did we miss that I wanted? It was... I don't remember who it was, actually. Oh, I guess the quarterback, but that's not someone I missed. That's someone I chose to pass up. DeWalt, very bad zone, but a good player. Gabriel Livingston. Wow, whoa, wait, let's go back. Ooh, he's sick. He's a really good player. Naquan Moss, not bad. Will Law. Wow, they found a good player there. Can't remember who he was, honestly. Don't even know if he was on our radar. Rashawn Blackson. Got a couple of wide receivers. Wilbur, amazing player. Very, very fast. Superstar dev as well. Irvin Carter, thank God he was normal. He's a good player, though. Definitely should have grabbed him instead. Boy, is he actually amazing. Wow, he's really good. DJ Drake, missed him, but we kind of chose to miss him. Really good player. Superstar dev, of course. Running back Mora, Sanchez Mora. Do not even remember this guy. Good overall, not a great player though. Oh yeah, Stingley, that's another guy. Stingley late or mid-late first. Ooh, poor. Oh geez, the Browns had a really bad draft. I didn't realize how many like somewhat top picks they had. Like 4 second rounds and none of them were good. And the Jaguars, Javier Beeson, really good safety, just a little old. And then obviously our draft was coming up. But let's go on to advancing to week 1. I mean, we did a pretty good job week 1, or season 1, I think. How is the team looking now? We have a quarterback, a running back, a fullback. We did not even draft a single wide receiver, which is really sad on our part. That is unacceptable. We have a new left guard, which is nice. A new right guard. We also grabbed a different offensive lineman. I would assume that was halfway decent. The Streets guy, he'll start somewhere. Linebackers, we got a couple of those guys. No pass rushers. We got 2 great corners. Not a lot done, to be honest. I mean, we did probably get a ton of first rounds for this year. Randall Cunningham. All right, EA. I see you. He's a good pass rusher, so we'll take him. I can't give you any better than a 4th. Like, a 3rd round isn't worth it for Zay Jones. I really don't think it is. Is it? Guess it is. This could be done. I think a guy like Njoku, who already has quick, maybe even superstar, would be worth a 2nd round. And there it is. I should have probably tested a 3rd round instead, but still, I think that's well worth it. When you get rid of Young and a 3rd round for Robert Nkemdiche, a 4-5 and Connor Rush for L. Collins, I think that's a great value pick because he is 25 years old with quick. Yeah, there we go. 4th round. Sickles, Wallace, and a 4th for Jack Conklin. A 3rd this and a 3rd next for Switzer. Does have superstar dev. He'd be solid in the slot. I mean, I'm all right with it because it's going to be great there. Let's adjust the lineup and see where we're at. So this is the roster. The biggest question becomes, will we even win a game? I like the way it looks right now. Switzer at the slot is the best option, I think. Offensive line is tremendously upgraded. Offense in general is just tremendously upgraded. I mean, we were all like 60s. Everything was about 70 or under. 70 was actually probably the best we had. Njoku, very top player on our team. Fowler, a great draft pick there. Did not upgrade Morrow yet. I actually have to do that. He goes up to a 74, though, as a left outside linebacker, which is nice. So we're going to keep him there, I think. Give these two guys a chance to maybe develop. The outside linebacker position, they always go up usually. Always up usually. Good job. But let's develop them, and then I'll give you a quick once-over. And then we will be on to, hopefully, maybe an award or two. So here is the once-over. Galladay does go up to a 78, which is nice. Don't see too much going on elsewhere. But about the defense. Morrow goes up to an 83, which is nice. One of the best players on our team now. Of course, Fowler's still the best, and he's just a rookie. We have a much more improved team. Will we win a game? I don't know. I really don't. But we have a much better chance to this year. I'll definitely tell you that. Okay, so Reed Morrow, center. It's not bad. Offensive lineman with superstar dev. Maybe he won't be a top 5 pick. If he's a late first, he's a good player. Oh, second round. Early second. Wow, he looks really good. That's one of those players that you physically cannot miss. If you do, you're really bad. Early first, mid first. Oh, they saved the best one for last, and he's terrible. Romberg, not bad, I suppose. They really don't know what we need. We just need a lot. And he is looking for a bit of a deal. Of course, Lyle Collins, we're going to give him a 5-year. Oh, my God, look how much money we have. Yeah, we're going to have to pay Zay Jones because he's still worth being at least a backup at minimum. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. $3 million a year for Zay. And then the rest guys we'll have to take a look at down the line. Decent cornerback draft. Gaylor might be one of those super beast players, which would obviously completely finish our cornerback core. It would be unstoppable at that point. We got to win! It was a bye week. We won the bye week. We won against the Broncos. Hell yeah. This is a really bad division, too. We can win the Super Bowl here. We got to win! We're 2-8. We're doing it! Quarterback Jordan Winters takes the record for, not record, but Heisman. Our new rushing record holder, Carol Wheatley, breaks right ankle on fluke play, will likely need surgery. Hitchens needs something to go on. Has decided to leave school and focus on draft preparation and award. Oh, that's interesting. Hammond, Hitchens, Winters, and Wheatley. Draft preparation, eh? Interesting. Okay, so this is interesting because Winters... No, they mentioned him being good. I don't think he won the Heisman. No, he was a quarterback that won the Heisman, wasn't he? I'd have to take a look after this, but we have a Wheatley as well. Don't remember what damn position. I'm already forgetting what position. There was an offensive lineman. Was it Higgins? I think it was Higgins. I bet he was a fullback, 100% exactly. They always do that. It's an absolute waste of a pick. Left tackle Hitchens. Into the playoffs, which we are obviously not in. No question about it. But how many games did we win is the real question. 3, let's take a look how we played, I suppose. So, L. So, win by, whatever, 15. 3-point win, another 3-point win, and that's it. Let's take a look at the NFL. Were we even the worst team anymore? I would assume so, right? Because it's a fantasy draft. I would assume most teams are mid-tier. Like I said, look at all those teams. Yeah, we were by far, well, not by far, but 2 games ahead for the worst. I don't know what our draft picks are going to be because I don't think any of those teams that were down there were ones we had. Grubbs, don't know if he was good enough to win the award, but he was definitely much better than the guy we had, Cooper Rush. Buell, not bad, 6 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards, 3.6 a carry. Huge upgrade there as well. Switzer, decent season. Galladay, pretty decent season. Same with Njoku. Spreading the ball around really nicely. Offensive line play, really good, all considering. Nkemdiche, there we go. Nkemdiche with the old 18.5 sacks in a season. 8 for Vanderdoes. Picks. Fowler, defensive rookie of the year, potentially. Damn, man, this was a pretty... I mean, it's an up and down season, but definitely a good one. Definitely a good one. Huge turnarounds, I think. 32nd defense, or offense still, but defense, I'd say we aren't 32. Maybe we are. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's see. AFC. No, not AFC. I want the whole NFL. Probably still the worst in the AFC as well. Defense. Who was the worst? It was us. Barely, though. We're slowly turning into every other team. Plus, if you look at the differences, our sack totals and everything are a bit better than most of those guys. Awards, please tell me we won something. Don't expect to be on the main awards list. Come on. 1 award, that's all I want. Yes! Grubbs with the award of Rookie of the Year. Buell was right up there too, but obviously won him. Whoa, look at all the rookies. Tremaine Neal, the middle linebacker, wins it, surprisingly over Fowler, but I'm glad he did. We had 6 guys on the list, and I would assume that is the last award we get. Maybe Income DJ? How close is he? Number 2. That is unfortunate, but great season nonetheless. I forgot to put the sliders up for XP, but that's okay, because we're benefiting from that more than anyone, considering... okay, maybe not, because Grubbs has, like, no XP. I mean, I did spend a lot of it on... Yeah, look at we have, like, no XP for doing as well as we did, because the sliders are down. But that's all right. We'll upgrade them next season. Pre-draft workouts after aggravating a previous injury. The Giants are the champions after winning by 3. That's a good Super Bowl right there. Okay, so what do we got here? I know that guy is a DT. So we have a lot of guys to re-sign. Watkins, I cannot do that. That's too much. This guy is slow dev and he wants to be re-signed. No, thank you. Which you won't. You'll be a free agent. Speaking of free agents, please tell me there's someone in there because we have cash. We have like 70 mil. We can sign someone if they're good. Okay, so we see Brandon Williams, not really worth the money. Asiata. Isaac Asiata. Matt Paradis is in here. Quick dev, good player. He's 29 already, though. Who is this? Dorian Johnson. Is that the Chargers guy, I think, in real life? So it looks like another year with another bad free agency. Tarek Wolf's a free agent again. Deion Dawkins, superstar left tackle. Hello there, pal. Jordan Winters, he is an early third-round pick, and you best believe we are drafting him. He's got superstar dev. I don't know if he would start for us, but definitely makes for great trade bait if we need to. It helps. I mean, an early second or an early third round superstar dev quarterback, that's got to be value. That's got to be value. He's 24. If he's younger, I'd definitely start him. But Grubbs, I mean, he got the award. I think we got him. You think he's quick now? I mean, that's not bad. Nande. Oh, my lordy. 4.33 as 6'3". That is good. Oh, my lord. 4.29 at 6'3". What is this draft? How the hell did we get Switzer? I remember I wanted him in free agency. We must have traded for him or something. I just came back to this for the first time in like a day or two. I gave it a break. And of course, we're getting close to the draft. He's 24, but he's one of the better guys I've ever seen in the... I mean, I know his potentials aren't great, but 4.61, yeah, I'm overhyping him. He ain't that great. He's good. He's good, but I mean, that 7.4 is really inflated. Remorius Nande. I can't remember who the hell we wanted. Please tell me I put some stars on. Did I not? Come on. Why do I not do this? Like right next to the draft. I don't even know who the hell we need. I'll have to fully take a look in a moment, I suppose. And I forgot to sign free agents again. I still have a little bit of a chance, though. So, actually, I'm so out of touch. But hey, maybe you guys are as well. Just kidding, because you've been watching the video all the way through. So, Boole. I think our running back spot's fine, unless we find a steal. Grubbs, I don't know, I guess. Wide receiver core, I'd like to think is good, but we might need one more. Offensive line, obviously, we're going to find some steals, but I think after this season, we'll start to, develop up, because obviously, the Reds are making it look a lot worse than we actually are. Defense, Morrow is like our best player. Of course, Fowler is a god. Income DJ did really well. He usually does for me. He does like one really good season. That's it. So a Carroll Meadows late first. This is definitely one of the guys we want. Star. Gold star for you. Tight end. I think we're good on, luckily. This draft is terrible for them. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Darian Hitchens. I think there was a center as well. Morrow. Yeah, Oh, he jumped to the first round? I remember he was like a 4th round pick. That is unfortunate. That really sucks. I don't know why I scout these guys, the 6.4s, so like in depth. We know we're going to go for them. We know unless they're really bad, we are going to go for them. Sign free agents. We still have a little bit of money. Gilmore, tight end. Might go for a little Kittle here. No, that's not what you're supposed to say. Start the draft. How many draft picks do we have again? Well, thank Jesus for that. Was that our pick? I think the only good pick we have is our own. 10, 15, 21. Oh, thank God we kept our own draft picks, though. That is the only shining light to this draft as of right now. Because clearly we didn't do too well. So, this first round pick is going to have to go some distance. So, Meadows, cannot pass on him. Normal dev, I knew it wasn't going to be anything too crazy because, once again, those stats, insane. 6'3" with 97 speed, 95 excel, 95 agility. Wimbley, we're taking him for the zone, hoping, I mean, that combine does not look good, but I'm hoping he's still going to be decent, which he is pretty good. I mean, I don't know how well he's going to make it to corner, to safety, but at worst, you know, he is still a cornerback nonetheless. This guy doesn't have the combine, but he is a year younger. Nah, we're taking Morrow. Screw that. Superstar dev, yeah, I was about to say, you can't miss with Morrow. That's an amazing lineman. Like I said before, one of the best I've ever drafted. Because I don't know what it is, but I just fail when it comes to guaranteed beasts. Really, is this guy still here? Screw that. I was about to say, screw that. Look at that. I was about to say, why would he still be there? He looked so good. They thought he was a bust, and they busted on the draft. What can I say? We've got 2 guys to draft. Actually, do we, though? We definitely want the quarterback, just in case. What is he? Oh, no, he was superstar. I remember that, actually. I remember he was superstar. I was like, can't pass him up because he's still trade bait at the end of the day, which I don't know. That's a little bit of a low overall, but I would reckon still trade bait. I expect at least quick. Normal, but he's an amazing player. Probably finding a way to start on this team. Doesn't look great, but he has a great vertical. Just something, you know. 77 overall, not a bad player. Once again, a little bit of trade bait or maybe depth. Fullback, no thank you. 6.4. I'm just going to take this guy now. I don't really care. 78 overall, once again, more trade value if we need it. He doesn't look great, but I'll take him. Okay. Yeah. You can find gems just about anywhere in the draft. I mean, these drafts are amazing. So once again, we dominate the draft as per usual. This has been a pretty good one. This one's one of our better ones, I like to think. I mean, we got Meadows, normal dev, very good though. But with those other wide receivers we got, well, not Whiteside, but Ashmore, it's tough to go against superstar dev, you know? It's pretty damn hard. Doesn't have many traits though. Maybe I do. I know Eagles were one team that stole something from us. Tavon Smith, normal dev. Very good in a user league. Superstar obviously is still important, but this guy's hard to beat. That guy's really hard to beat as a guard. He's got some speed. This is a really good offensive line draft. Oh, Hutchinson, I want to see him as well. Quick dev, 21, very good. Really good offensive lineman draft, like I said. Christian Young, normal. Oh, that's who we want to see. We want to see that one wide receiver. Ooh, the Chargers having a little bit of a draft. Joseph, quick dev. I mean, let's compare the two as well. Oh, Bull's already 25? He's old as hell. Yeah, Romberg. I didn't realize we needed Romberg until we drafted Romberg. I know he's nowhere near as elusive, but he should still be a really good back. Oh, actually, Romberg's a little inflated. Because he's got 91 carrying, 82 ball carrier vision. Oh, he had 94. Damn, I can't believe it. Bull is actually amazing. Look at how good he is. Holy crap. 90 elusiveness, 88 stiff arm, 88 spin, 93 juke. You get 1 elusiveness, and then 3 to spin and stiff. Other than truck, he has all of them. And then you got Jamar Taylor going to free agency. I mean, it's smart because, whoa, who is that? Is that a rookie? Oh, it isn't. I thought he was a rookie. Ooh, is that a... Oh, it's his man that was good. Damn it. Well, we got, once again, like I said, oh, Kevin King's a free agent? All right, Packers, I see you being dumb. I mean, I feel like with the tradings we've done, we are past players like Malik. But at the same time, when I see a value, I swipe the credit card, you know. There we go, 4 and a 5 for him of what we have for trade value. There you go, Buckner. This is where we blow the load, I suppose. But I want Mac. Oh, come on! Okay, I was about to say, see where we're at first. Dawkins, a first round and a third round for Khalil Mack. And I think Kenny Clark at 23 years old, being an 89 already, is definitely worth the value. So it appears our defensive line is set. Oh, very close. 43. We have 33. That's clearly going to go. There we go. So Preston Martin in a second for Odell. I don't know what it is. Oh, we might actually be coming up on the re-signing period of this fantasy draft. Maybe that's what it is. The Vikings. How ironic. They actually have a good player. Oh, I was about to say, I thought it was going to be an overtrade. It really wasn't. Okay. Draft picks have been a very big trade staple so far, so there we go. Draft picks have been the biggest thing. I'll go third if I have to, but I really don't want to. Third, I guess. Watch, it still won't work. I bet you it won't. There we go. Second this, third next, and Malik for an 86 overall white guy. I mean, Martinez has been playing so well for us in real life. I can't really complain. Maybe Whitehead's worth more. What about Galladay? He's been in the league for a while. I think he has quick. There you go. There we go. Finally, all of this is done. Here we go. This is the roster. The center position looking a little weak. The outside's looking good. It's just we need a year under the belt to truly... I mean, at the end of the year, could see Conklin at 87, Hitchens at 85, Morrow at maybe almost a 90 because he has Superstar. Then we have Grubbs got a lot out of that 13K. That injury really lowered his overall a lot. Meadows going to be their, what is it called, their slot. Ashmore at number 2. Defensively is where I think we got the most improved, of course. Buckner, Kenny Clark, Mack, Ramsey. Blake Martinez sucks on the outside, apparently, so Morrow and Freeman are going to be playing those outsides. Hopefully Freeman could still win Rookie of the Year. Fowler went up 4 from that 36K he had. This has got to be a Super Bowl year. I mean, we're into the playoffs either way. This is definitely one of those teams that I think we will go back to in the future, but I've recorded this for almost 4 hours now, so playoffs, and I call the challenge complete and good. Is that the guy, Wilford? He's terrible. It had to be one of those, and they're both terrible. What the hell? So Clem was actually pretty decent. Well, on to the playoffs. Hopefully we're in there. We're off to a pretty decent start. We had like a 5-2 record, I believe. Are we in? If we're not in, I'll actually be a little devastated. Thank you. Thank you. 11-5. All right, so we finished pretty well. We were 9-4 at one point, so we finished pretty well. I'll show you guys we did not cheat. Not really need to. We kind of cheated with trades. We didn't need to cheat with this. We beat the Dolphins, which was a huge win because we were 9-4 at the same time as they were. It was a huge matchup, 9-4 versus 9-4. Dolphins dropped 3 straight. Not that it really mattered, but let's go on and see these stats. Grubbs, a hugely improved year. I believe he had 23 picks last year, or did he? Maybe he had 20. I don't remember. I think it was 23 touchdowns, 20 picks. Still a much more improved year. And Romberg for a rookie, I know he fumbled 7 times, which is crazy because he had 91 carrying. But that's like the best rookie rushing performance I've ever seen in Madden from like a drafted rookie. 1,400 yards just about. That's ridiculous. Meadows, 1,300 yards, 19 touchdowns. Almost like, wow. He actually dominated in the slot as well. Good blocking from the line. Bakhtiari at actual right tackle gave up 0 sacks. Props to that man right there. You could see Blake Martinez was one of the nominations. I don't know if he was the guy, but 5 picks, lots of tackles. Fowler had 4. Wimbley did all right. What about sack totals? 17 for Mack, 12.5 for Buckner, 7.5 for Kenny Clark, 5 for Morrow, anyways. Some blitzing linebackers there. Childress, pretty rough. Great punting from Griffith, though. Kick return touchdown for Switzer. Punt return touchdown for Romberg. You got to think one of our rookies won Offensive Rookie of the Year. See, 4th overall for yards, 14th for defense. Pretty, decent tier, I suppose. Jets, number 7 for MVP, surprisingly. I'm surprised we're even that high. Offensive Player of the Year, number 7. Surprised our wide receiver wasn't up there. Blake Martinez did win Defensive Player of the Year for us, which is kind of shocking. Romberg, surprisingly over Meadows. I think Meadows definitely played better. I don't even think it's close. Freeman missed it. That sucks. Grubbs missed it. Meadows was best wide receiver. So he's the best wide receiver in the whole AFC, but he can't win Offensive Rookie of the Year? How the hell does that make any sense? Dave Bakhtiari, Khalil Mack. Martinez was number 2 to Zach Brown, even though he was Defensive Rookie of the Year, or Player of the Year anyways. I don't know. Let's see how much XP we have, though. We do have a bye as well, so let's skip that real quick. We made the playoffs. Successful challenge. Thanks to Duffman for the challenge again. Meadows, 41,000 XP. Romberg, 12K. Not great, but not bad either. Defensively, Freeman did not do too well. Griffith, 24K. Not bad. And that's pretty much all it is. So a couple of guys that upgraded pretty nicely throughout the season, and then some of the guys have a ton of XP now. Morrow and Hitchens aren't going to be nearly as what I thought they were, but Conklin right on pace with what we thought at 87 plus. Blake's not even that old. Actually, Blake might be a little old. How old is he? Let's take a look. What if he went up Dev for winning an award? Really? He's only 25 and he got 7K for winning Defensive Player of the Year. That's ridiculously bad. Like, that's a hard MVP, Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year, Player of the Year should be the top of the top. Because Rookie, that's more defined, you know. Offensive Player of the Year, I mean, it's kind of quarterback, let's be honest, but that should be a huge award. Same with defense, because that's a broad spectrum. Hitchens, Conklin, so an amazing squad. I'm not going to say we would win, like I assume we're going to win the Super Bowl, because it's actually not that easy, but I think we have a good chance at it. So let's go on and play the Jaguars. I do not know what our team's going to be ranked at. A 90 versus 86. We're probably closer to a 92 by now, maybe 93. Got some pretty good XP there. I mean, we went from, you know, a couple of guys went up +4 or more, which is pretty huge. First playoffs for us. First playoff for the Jets in a while, probably since, like, LT. So you guys see, I mean, 26 points is a lot. That's a lot of points to give up. And perfect slow sim, timing, and 12. Marco Bull, 43-yard touchdown. I mean, this team has so much talent. What do you even do? And the answer to that is lose the game, apparently. And by a lot. It was a really close game until we completely shut them out, pretty much. Well, they got a couple of BS points there, but already in the AFC Championship game, just like that, a 19-point win. Nice to see. Let's see Grubbs. How did he play? 4 touchdowns, 2 picks. You got to remember, he's only an 88 overall with like 78 or 79 deep throw accuracy, so I'm not going to see too much out of him. Bull had a lot of carries. Romberg, once again, 6 yards per carry. For some, I guess speed, wow, speed is that important. Carroll Meadows could be one of the best wide receivers to ever play. He might be. He's a Randy Moss type. 97 speed, 95 excel, and agility. That's really hard to replicate. Yeah, Meadows is definitely the best wide receiver I've ever seen. Drafted by me, I guess, to be fair, because he did have normal and he's 23. If he was 21, he would be hands down the best. 6'3", 97 speed. How do you pass that up? 90 overall, yeah, I think that's still not correct. I think after this week, we'll learn the true overall of our team. Meadows had to be player of the week, clearly. 11-5 versus 9-7. Come on, this is the AFC's best. 92. Oh, 89 overall. I guess they just played badly. 89 overall to our 92, so very close. I think the difference could be quarterback play, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Aaron Rodgers' team in this league, if I'm not mistaken.
And yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground.
Yes, Larry, white stuff is on the ground. Ooh, they're turning this thing around a little bit. I do have the slow sim just in case. I mean, they gave him a punt. Clutch 4th down. I mean, there's a chance. Taking a while. What the hell? I thought we were going right to left. Are we not going right to left? Yeah, we are. What the hell? Maybe we got a pick 6? I have no idea. Fumble 6? No idea. Let's go on to the Super Bowl, though, because clearly we're in it. 45 points. I mean, our offense is just electric. And it's kind of shocking because our team offensively isn't that great. Njoku's, what, an 86 overall? Odell is a 99. I knew it was Rodgers. Meadows is a beastie overall, but then your quarterback isn't great. Romberg isn't great. He plays well, though. I don't know. It's a little weird that our offense is that insane. Both quarterbacks did well, but Grubbs was very accurate. Romberg 4.5. Bull. This offense loves to run the ball. I'll tell you that. I mean, split carries between the two guys. I mean, we run the ball well. And Meadows, man, he is a freak in the slot. Greatest slot player I've ever had, for sure. And like I said, probably the best wide receiver I've ever drafted. 92 overall, 95-0, 99D. Let's just skip that XP crap. I'll show you guys that we didn't cheat in a moment, I suppose. So, versus the Cowboys, I don't know what that's supposed to mean because we don't know their actual team. We'll take a look at that in a second, actually. Let's go playoff schedule. See how the Cowboys did to get here as well. Oh, Cowboys doing well. They did give up a lot of points, though, so our offense might feast. Cowboys did score a lot on the way through their playoff run, so is a little worrisome, I suppose, but 92 to their 91. This is a battle. I'm all right with it. 2 top venue teams, I suppose, New York and Dallas. 2 very popular teams. This would be a very, very popular Super Bowl, I think. Jets, their name, I mean, they're not really doing well, but Like I said, it's a New York team at the end of the day. Going to have a lot of support for them regardless. Start of third, can we get a defensive stop? I honestly think that was actually our team scoring. Fourth quarter, and let's just say the Cowboys have done a very good job of coaching. It's a tied game, but they've done a really good job of coaching. They've left the ball for... what in the world? How did they get all the way down there so quickly? They barely gave us any time, or... yeah, any time with the ball at all. And they're going to punt that. That is not a smart decision. That is a really bad decision. Defense holds, but I don't like that. I think you go for it there. And you do not punt it there. Yeah, we just outcoached ourselves. We just lost the game for bad coaching. We did not win the Super Bowl. The Cowboys outcoached the crap out of us. They ran the ball really well. Our coaching staff, way too comfortable with our defense. I know our defense is great, but you got to give... I can maybe argue the second one was smart, but the one where we were in their territory and we punted the ball, or we were at maybe the 50 and we punted it, that was a dumb decision. A very stupid decision. Why you wouldn't go for like it was like a 4th and 3 or something. It was really short, maybe 4th and 6 max. You gotta go for it there. I know you have a great defense, but you also have a great offense. 1 sack, 4 tackles. We'll allow this thing to play out just to see it. It'd be kind of interesting. Daniil Hunter, hope I don't see him hoisting a trophy anytime soon. Because let's just assume that he'll probably be a Viking for the next 7 years. You're Brandon Gaudin, and you're signing off. Joe Mixon, Alex Smith, Hopkins, and I don't know who the hell the other guy is. Couldn't see. Mark Barron? Is that Mark Barron? He must be playing middle linebacker actually for them. That's an interesting one. Usually he moves to safety for me. Not really happy with the coaching there, but once again, like I said, playoffs are the goal, and we made it to the Super Bowl, and we were a touchdown away from going OT. That sound that sound mixing is so terrible there. Alex Smith lit the Super Bowl up. I mean, Grubbs did really well, completion percentage, but the touchdowns just weren't there. I don't know how we lost, if we're being honest. Losing here makes no sense to me. It's just we didn't score. We drove down the field just as well as they did, if not better. Did we? No, they drove the ball down a little bit better than us. Ironically, Deontay Foreman on our team in prime, or legacy anyways, not prime time, legacy. Yeah, honestly, I don't see it. We were very, very similar games. No field goals at all. Very similar games, just they scored, we didn't, simply put. Don't know how that happens, but hey, EA wants to say it, they want to say it. I mean, we had the better team on the field. They beat us at running back, and that's pretty much it. And it wasn't by much, and not to mention, our guy played better, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. I think he played better. He just didn't have the carries. I mean, this is the Super Bowl losing team. This is definitely a team I would love to come back to in the future, because it is amazing. It is really, really good team. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Thanks again to Duffman. Hopefully that was the guy that did this, or told me about it anyways, or told me to do it. It's a fun challenge. Took me a long-ass time, but it was still fun. But anyways, I guess if you have any suggestions for what-ifs, experiments, top 10s, rebuild challenges, rebuild teams, fantasy style, realistic, whatever it may be, new series idea, new game idea, whatever it may be, let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching, whether you skipped to this part, you skipped halfway through, you watched even a second of it. Whatever it is, thank you very much. And hopefully you guys come back for next video. No video tomorrow because, of course, it is Sunday and the footballs are on. So Monday we will be back with 2 or 3. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy whatever's on the channel. Maybe I'll stream at some point late Sunday, early Monday. You never know. But anyways, until next video, see ya!